Hello, welcome to another edition of Citi News Daily on Citi TV. Coming up, the police in the eastern region threaten to impose a curfew on some communities if the current political violence continues. We have the details of this and other stories right here on Citi News Daily on Citi TV with me, Zoe Abu-Baidoo. Do stay. To our first story, where former Attorney General and anti-corruption campaigner Martin Amidu has accused President Mahama of intimidating him ahead of his examination of businessman Alfred Woyome in the unfolding 51 million Ghana cedis judgment debt. Now, according to Mr. Amidu, President Mahama is plotting to block his oral examination of the man at the center of the judgment debt saga and prevents the people of Ghana from hearing the truth about the looting of the public purse. Mr. Amidu is scheduled to orally examine Mr. Woyome on this Thursday, November 24, after the Supreme Court gave him the permission to do so. But in an article copied to Citi News, he states, and I quote, "The conduct of the president convinces me as a senior and foundation member of the governing NDC that he will do everything in his power to ensure that the examination orally on oath of the lootee from whom his government looted the public purse may not come on the 24th of November." End of quote.
97.3 Citi FM. Relevant radio, always.
And to our headline story now, where the police in the eastern region have cautioned the two main political parties, the New Patriotic Party and the National Democratic Congress, to act in accordance with the Public Order Act. Now, this follows a clash between some supporters of the NPP and NDC on Sunday during a separate health walk organized by the parties in the New Juaben North constituency, resulting in some injuries and damage of property. According to the Eastern Regional Public Relations Officer of the service, ASP Nketia Yeboah, although there is a manhunt for the thugs, they are also considering banning political activities there and also threatened to impose a curfew on some communities if the violence does not end. And now we move to our campaign trail, where President Mahama is currently in the Upper East region campaigning, and he says that he's satisfied with the pace of work at the Bolgatanga Regional Hospital. According to the president, who toured the site as part of his campaign tour of the region, the project, which is about 95% completed, will serve the entire region. And now to the camp of the National Democratic Party, where the flag bearer of the party, Nana Konadu Ajimai Rawlings, has taken her tour to the Ashanti region after touring the eastern region. In an interview with Citi News, the General Secretary of the NDP, Mohammed Frimpong, said Ghanaians were buying into the Nana Konadu Ajimai Rawlings message. Meanwhile, presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, is also in Bolgatanga in the Upper East region for the party's regional rally. And finally, the presidential candidate of the People's National Convention, Dr. Edward Mahama, is in the Greater Accra region preparing for an IEA encounter tomorrow. Dr. Edward Mahama is expected to touch on topics relating to health, education, and industrialization. And to some other stories now, where the Ghana Water Company Limited says it is still unable to open the Kyebi water treatment plant months after its closure due to the high turbidity of the water. The company shut the plant down about 5 months ago because activities of illegal gold mining had left the natural water bodies untreatable for onward distribution. And to a final story, where the Ghana Health Service says Ghana has a strong surveillance system to detect any dengue fever and as a result will not lead to an outbreak. According to the service, qualified persons have been trained to be on alert for this particular fever, as was done with the Ebola virus. This follows an emergency health alert issued by the Health Service following an outbreak of the dengue fever in Burkina Faso. Meanwhile, some symptoms to watch out for include severe joint and muscle pain, swollen lymph nodes, headache, fever, exhaustion, and rash. And on that health note, we end today's edition of Citi News Daily on Citi TV. My name is Zoe Abu-Baidoo, and thank you for watching.